Hello, my name is Matthew Leonard, and this is a game I created for SGD 112 called Boredom Busting. I created it on the 14th. It takes one or more players, and you play it until you aren't bored. It's a very varying playtime, as you'll see later. The playtime can change a lot. The suggested ages are basically however young you have to be able to do basic chores around your house, like clean the bathroom or clean your room or do the dishes or whatnot. As long as there's chores for you to do around the house, and you have someone that and you can understand what these chores are, you're old enough to play the game. No language dependence. Well, I guess if these were printed in English, uh, you have to understand English. Just changing that real quick. So the game comes with 3 decks: a fun deck, a time deck, and a chore deck. Included in these are some basic cards, like for chores. The chore deck has a whole bunch of chores in it, and so there are basic chores that most people have, like cleaning the bathroom, cleaning your room. There are time cards from intervals of 5 minutes up to 2 hours. They would possibly look a little bit like this, where they just say the time on the bottom and maybe a clock. These are card backs, by the way. These are examples of what the front of a card would look like. And then there's a fun deck, which has a whole bunch of fun things to do in it, like play some video games, play some ball with your family, anything like that. This game would also come with blank cards, so the back would still look the same, obviously, for a fun card, but the front would say fun, and then it would have an empty space for you to draw whatever you like to do with your family on it, write down what the activity is, and time if for some reason you wanted to go over 5 hours, or over 2 hours, or under 5 minutes, for whatever reason. There would be a few cards that did not have a time on them, and then chores, because obviously some people live in places where maybe feed the chickens is a chore that they have to do. Although I wouldn't rely on drawing feeding the chickens, because the chickens might die if you never pull that card. Anyway, so you begin the game by, first off, sorting out all those cards. So obviously if the chickens are already fed for the day, then you take out the feed the chickens card. If the bathroom's clean, you pull that out. And you might also need to pull out some fun cards, like if someone has been grounded from video games, say, you pull out the video game fun card. You can also pull out time cards, so if your family really doesn't like playing with the 5 minutes card, or you don't have 2 hours to dedicate to an activity, you can pull out the time cards accordingly. So after you've done that, you can use these cards to determine what you're going to do. So there are a few different ways you can do that, and families can find different ways, and families can find different ways to figure out who's going to do what using these cards. But with the rules are included a few examples that I think would be simple enough and fun enough. So the first one is the most simple. You shuffle all 3 decks. So you shuffle the fun deck, the time deck, and the chore deck. Everyone draws one chore card and one fun card. So if you've drawn play some video games and clean bathroom, then that's what you're going to have to do. And then everyone who's playing the game gets one time card. So you draw one time card for everybody. So then everybody does the chore card for the amount of time on the time card. So you clean. So I drew clean bathroom, so I need to clean the bathroom for 30 minutes. If someone drew do the dishes, they need to do the dishes for 30 minutes. And after the 30 minutes are up, we can all switch to our fun cards, so we can play some video games for 30 minutes. So there's also another couple of ways to do this. You can shuffle the fun and the chore cards together and deal everyone a random a random card from the deck where they're shuffled together. So it's possible you could get a fun card. It's possible you could get a chore card. And you could also have everyone draw a fun card, a chore card, and 2 time cards. So then you apply 1 time card to your fun activity and 1 time card to your chore activity. And you can also implement trading. So if someone got 5 minutes and someone got 2 hours, they could trade 2 hours, or they could trade 5 minutes for... No, sorry, that would be... Ignore that. So if someone got 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then someone else got 5 minutes and 10 minutes, someone could trade the 10 minutes for the 30 minutes, so now they can do their fun activity for 5 minutes and 30 minutes, and the other person can do their chores for 10 minutes and 2 hours. So player 1 has reduced the amount of... So one of the players has reduced the amount of time they have to do their chores from 30 minutes to 10 minutes, and one person has increased the amount of time that they get to do their fun activity from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. You can also trade fun cards, so maybe if you really like to play solitaire, and that's a fun card, and someone else really likes to play video games, you can trade those fun cards. Or if you really find cleaning the bathroom really disgusting, but you find doing the dishes really easily, you can just trade those chore cards. So trading is an aspect that you can implement into any of these. I specifically put it here where you drew 2 time cards. So a couple of notes about the game is if you finish the chore card before your time is up, draw another chore card, because this game is about boredom busting, and you shouldn't get bored. You should not run out of time and be like, I'm bored. Just draw another chore card. Another mechanic that I think would be good for families is if they add a till done card. So say someone's cleaning the bathroom for 10 minutes, but the bathroom really needs to get clean. They get maybe halfway through scrubbing down the toilet, so the toilet's only half clean, and they're like, oh, 10 minutes is up. I'm going to go play some video games now. Well, a parent can force a till done card 1 time a game. So that kid, then he can't play video games. He has to clean the bathroom till it's done. Then he can go play video games. Kids can also force a till done card if their parents are like, sorry, your 10 minutes is up. You can say, no. I want to keep playing this game until I get to a save point, and then I'll go clean the bathroom. And that's something that I have with my parents, is sort of like if I'm in the middle of a game, they respect the fact that I need to finish this thing, because otherwise I'm going to lose a lot of progress and I'm going to be really sad, and I promise I'll do the chores. So that's one thing that I think could be really helpful for families, is if they have a till done card. So kids and parents know that they can use this card to sort of smooth out the whole time thing. That's about it. Thanks for listening.